On the docket tonight, the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. Ted Rowlands has the story for us.
In the first few seconds of the Ahmaud Arbery shooting video, it's clear that Roddie Bryan, the person recording, is also driving. 5 seconds in, we see Ahmaud for the first time. He appears to be running at a consistent pace. At 9 seconds, we get the first look at the truck stopped in the road. The driver's side door is open. The man standing outside is Travis McMichael. He is armed with a shotgun. Standing in the back of the truck is Travis's father, Greg. He's armed with a handgun. Two things to notice here as the camera starts to move erratically. Watch Ahmaud as he appears to realize what's in front of him. He decides to go around the truck on the right-hand side to avoid Travis. Now, watch it again and think about Roddie Bryan, who is shooting the video. He keeps driving towards the evolving situation and then listen. That sound raises the question, is Bryan cocking a handgun from inside the car? Bryan maintains he was unarmed. As we break down the next sequence frame by frame, we see Ahmaud on the passenger side of the McMichael's pickup. In the next frame, we can only see Greg McMichael, who appears to be holding a phone in his ear with his left hand. We know his right hand is holding a pistol. Now we see that Travis McMichael has moved from the driver's side to the front of the truck with his shotgun, presumably to confront Ahmaud. His right leg shows his knees are bent, his head is looking forward. In the next frame, we see Travis has now stepped back, and this is when we hear the first gunshot. The next frame clearly shows that Travis is being pushed back and Ahmaud has his hands on the rifle. Watch as Ahmaud releases his hands and hits Travis, first with his left hand, then with his right, as the struggle moves out of frame. Greg, meanwhile, now in the back of the pickup, puts his phone down and appears to ready his pistol. Then another shot. And we see smoke coming from the struggle. At 27 seconds into the video, Travis and Ahmaud can be seen again struggling over the rifle. Watch right here. Ahmaud pulls his right hand off to try to hit Travis. This gives way to the final shot. The final frame of the 36-second video shows father and son each holding a firearm standing in the street with Ahmaud Arbery laying on the ground, dying.
I want to bring in the think tank because there's an aspect of this trial that's a little different than some of the other ones we've covered here recently, at least. There's going to be 3 defendants, which means 3 sets of defense attorneys. And one of the attorneys, Kevin Goff, who represents Roddie Bryan, has clearly been the most outspoken. I want the 3 of you to take a look at some of his moments and some of the things that he has said and get your take on how you think that's going to play in front of a jury. Let's take a listen.
Any patriotic American under the same circumstances would have done exactly the same thing. I have no doubt that any jury will find and conclude the same thing. And given the circumstances that existed, any patriotic American would have done exactly what Roddie Bryan did. And he is being punished as a way of appeasing the woke left mob. And it's simply not right. There is no question that Mr. Arbery walked up to the English residence, not John. There is no question that he went inside. There's no question valuables were inside. There's no question that he fled from the scene. And under the Georgia law, in the previous motion that they've been so kind to refer to and remind your honor of, that is the objective law which Mr. Arbery, as a matter of law, is charged with being aware of at the time those things took place. The contact that Mr. Arbery has with that vehicle, the palm print, if they can prove it, the cloth fibers, are consistent not with Mr. Bryan assaulting Mr. Arbery. They're consistent with Mr. Arbery attempting to enter the vehicle. Whether that is to steal the vehicle, whether that is to hurt Mr. Bryan, I forgot aggravated assault. But the fact that he is aggressively coming to the vehicle, and a jury could reasonably infer attempting to get in the vehicle, whether he intends to take the vehicle, push Mr. Bryan out, whether he intends to beat him up or kidnap him or bury him in the woods, we don't know. But a jury can infer reasonably that Mr. Arbery was attempting to commit a felony. That evidence alone is going to justify a charge on carjacking, or a charge rather, that Mr. Arbery had committed a felony in the immediate presence of Gregory Travis McMichael and Roddie Bryan, authorizing them at that point to conduct a citizen's arrest
for those crimes or attempted crimes, independent of what happened at the English residence.
Kevin Goff, the attorney for William Ronnie Bryan, and has been clearly the most outspoken and aggressive so far. We'll see what happens at trial. Casey, how do you think a South Georgia jury perceives those arguments?
Well, first, his statement about Black woke audience, I mean, that was just geared in racial overtones. This had nothing to do with Mr. Arbery trying or attempting to get into a vehicle. I mean, this had everything to do, like I said before, with vigilante cops trying to protect property that, number one, wasn't theirs. Number two, I always try to apply the old white lady pearl test. I mean, would they have reacted the same way if this was an elderly white person? Come on, this has race written all over it. And this is what you get when you have people with preconceived notions and speculation, because that's what it is. And I absolutely believe that based on the evidence presented, the testimony presented, that the jury will find sufficient evidence to find all three parties guilty of this federal hate crime.
Brian Weiss, what do you think about the arguments made by Kevin Goff?
First of all, Vin, was that an argument or was that a stump speech? I mean, is this guy running for Congress in the 52nd District on the MAGA ticket? I mean, you talk about dog whistles. This is a freaking bullhorn. Why? Because of the P word, patriotic. You know, I've been doing this since the summer of '42. I don't think I've ever used the word patriotic in any legal proceeding. This guy thinks he is playing to the base. And I think he's going to be as disappointed as the Europeans in the Ryder Cup yesterday when he sees the base is not going to be there. When there is a random selection of jurors in this county that recognize this stump speech for what it is, and more importantly for what it's not, which is a compelling legal argument.
Jennifer Brandt?
I agree with my fellow panelists here on this one, but I also think it doesn't make any sense what's going on, because why is he getting in his car and following Ahmaud Arbery instead of calling the police and getting the police involved in what's going on? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. His actions do not fit what he's saying. If he thought there was a crime by Ahmaud Arbery, then why did he just get in his vehicle and start videotaping? It doesn't make any sense, and I don't think any jury is going to buy it.
All right, folks, we have a trial date. It is getting very, very close. Take a look. October 18th, Georgia versus Travis McMichael, Gregory McMichael, and William Roddie Bryan, the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. Court TV cameras inside the courtroom. You will see and hear all the evidence, all the testimony, and all the arguments. Again, beginning October 18th. When we come back, time to hear from you, our 13th juror, your reaction to today's